Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today we're doing a case study talking about the Inner Power Entrepreneur Group Coaching Program, and we have Kara on to share her experiences of being in the group. Welcome, Kara. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, I am Kara Zabrowski. I am the owner of Reshape Midlife. My focus is to work with women in the 45 to 65-ish age range. This is a time of life that has a lot of challenges, struggles, joys, transitions that are specifically for that age group. And I just bring women together to help coach them through this time and offer them solutions and give them support and encouragement. And I do that by way of my women's wellness retreats, which I run around the country and have branched out internationally. I'm really excited about that. And then also I have women's wellness circles that meet in small groups of women, 5 to 7 people each week. We come together to do life together, and it's just amazing.
They look so awesome. Your retreats are amazing. Yeah, I love this. And women's circles. You do such important work in the world. And I know it was interesting. I've probably never told you this, but when you came to me, I remember, I think it was through it was through like a podcast party, right? Was that the first time we met?
Yep.
Do you remember how you found me before that? Like, did I reach out to you or?
No. I think I was just looking for podcasts and I ran
Okay.
across it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And it was really neat because when you came on and then I looked at your page, I was like, oh my God, she is a rock star. Like your website is gorgeous and what you do is just very like there's this sense of it's like softness and ease to it. Yeah, it's really great. So I just wanted to say that.
I have to say I'm pretty proud of my branding.
Yeah, you've done a killer job. Yes. Okay. So that said, why did you decide to join the group coaching program?
Well, so I had worked with a few different coaches previous to this, and I found that they had a program that was very kind of in one lane with like cookie cutter way of going about things. And that just doesn't always work for every kind of business, right? And I knew also that like I had some issues around money and money mindset. So when I was on the podcast and I had listened to you a little bit, I'm like, okay, I know that I really need to dive deeper into this subject because if I'm going to move my business forward, I've got to get over some of these hangups that I have and money stories that I carry around. So I first signed up after your podcast for a 4-week course that you offered. And it was focusing a lot on the money story. So we went through that 4-week course, and during that time, I also was able to come into the mastermind. And so after I completed that course, I loved being a part of the mastermind and immediately signed up for it. It was so great to not only have access to you on an twice a week basis, but to have access to all these women entrepreneurs. And to be honest with you, I don't have a lot of friends that are entrepreneurs. And so it's so nice to have that support system and feedback from other women entrepreneurs.
Yeah, that's it. A lot of people who have done these case studies with me have said that it's like this community. I feel the same way. Like I love hanging out with all of you. And when you came in, we had just women and now we're adding men. And it's been such a cool dynamic shift. It's worked really well. And it's like this, I don't know, what are the words you'd use to describe the group? Like what are some words you'd use?
Oh gosh, enlightening, very beneficial. Like it's just a beautiful container of multiple ideas,
I
because
love
people
that.
think differently. And let's just talk about that for a second. Like the whole working genius thing that you work with us on. Wow, that's been a huge like game changer. Understanding the zone of genius and where your gifts and talents and where you light up versus what really drains you. And so that's really moved me towards thinking about what are those things that I can get off my plate as quickly as possible that are not the things that light me up.
Yeah, which is then you're more magnetic to money, right? And so will you talk about that a little bit? Like what direct results have you seen from being in the group coaching program?
Well, I also have a fitness studio, which I've had for 23 years, where I do yoga and personal training. And I'm just made a huge decision to shut that down in just a few weeks' time, because I've realized that that's not where my passion lies as much anymore. And I can make a lot more money in these other ways. And so, I'm letting that go. And I'm able to let it go because I came up with a program since I started with Amanda in the mastermind program, the women's circles that we talked about. That is something pretty new for me. I'm 8 weeks into that. And I'm already making more money doing 2 circles than I make in all of my fitness business. So, I increased my income by a few $1,000s with I know that that's just going to fly, because my goal is in the next 6 months to have 4 circles, where I only have 2 right now that aren't totally full. So, I saw a couple of thousand boost income in literally probably 3 months time being in the group.
Yeah, that's so fun to watch. I want to say something here. It's really interesting because when people come in and we start working together, I like to pace things as where they're at, helping you stretch along the way. And I saw this very quickly with you. I was like, oh, you're doing too much.
Oh yeah.
And, and it's one of those things, like, I can't just drop that bomb on you. Hey, drop your 23-year business that you've had, because there's a lot of connection to it. And there's some time it takes to disentangle from it and to really see, like, oh, wait, this isn't generating what I want it to generate. And so, you said something a little while back, which was about how you've been in programs before that were just like kind of one and done or cookie cutter. And I really love to get to know you and see your zone of genius and be able to see, okay, what can you drop, automate, delegate, so that you can make easier money. And so it's been fun to get to work with you on that. And like, I'm not, I want to hear from you, like, how you feel about this, but I felt like it's like I get to hold your hand through that process.
Oh my gosh,
And
that's so funny that you said that, because when I was thinking about it beforehand, before we hopped on the call, and just kind of like what I might want to share, I specifically thought it's like so nice to have somebody almost like hold my hand through this process. I literally thought that.
wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Yeah, it
Yeah.
feels like that. Like we hold each other's hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing that you feel, that's such powerful feedback, because for me, that's how I want you to feel. And it's like, I'd say, one of my geniuses is ideation, like coming up with ideas and discerning. And in that discerning piece, it's like, how quickly can I drop a bomb like that on someone? you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Right. Without scaring the crap out of them, right?
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like
Yeah.
it's a death process in a way. To cut off things that are no longer aligned is scary.
Totally. It is. And I will say, going back to the whole working genius thing, that Dr. Amanda's, one of her top is discernment, right? And that's my low. And I honestly, I wish, and I'm getting better at discerning with her help. But that discernment piece for me is absolutely huge, to have somebody helping me discern, because as Amanda said, I overdo.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
overdo not only in all the work that I do, but I overdo in what I write and all of that. And so
Yeah.
having her help in like kind of compacting and zeroing in and what's really important has been just absolutely huge.
Yeah, I love that. My goal for you, and I know it's your goal for yourself, is like every year to be scaling and making easier money, doing more of what you love, which is the goal for everybody in the community. And it's like it's so fun to watch you do that. And I that piece of just like there was some day you said something that was just like my eyes filled up with tears, and I was just like, I cannot wait for you to wake up in the morning and feel totally relaxed. You
Oh
know?
gosh, for real.
Yeah, and you're on your way. Like, you're on your way because you're cutting out stuff that's draining you.
I cannot wait till November 30th, when when this happens, when the studio closes down. Yes, it's going to be hard, but holy crap. Okay, so I just want to share real quickly. So this question came to me, and this is through the process of working with Dr. Manna. And it's not something she said to me, but it's just something that came to me. It's, what if I was willing to live my life courageously and boldly on my own terms. That came to me and it just kept coming in my mind and coming in my mind and coming into my mind. And that's what really helped me move to cutting out this piece of my business. And I'm so freaking excited to live life on my own terms and design my life the way I want to every day now.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
restricted. I can live anywhere in the world. I can travel anywhere in the world now because I can coach from anywhere. So it's like,
Yeah.
wow, the world
Yeah.
is my oyster.
I love it. And it's freeing up the time, right? And I think something like when that conversation started in group, it's like opening it for you. I think it was about giving yourself permission to do it.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
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 Mhm.
So cool. Oh, I love it. Okay. What would you say to people who are watching who are like, okay, what should I do? Should I get on board? What, talk to Dr. Amanda? Like what advice would you give them in terms of joining the group coaching program?
Well, I mean, I think so much of what we've talked about on the call already. I mean, it's just been there's been so many pieces that are so valuable. It's not like she said, it's not a one and done. It's not like just follow these 5 steps and you're going to be successful, because the other 2 programs and coaches that I work with, it's like that. These 5 steps and you're going to be successful. No, like the network that Amanda has and the platform she has us set up on that we communicate in, we can send her questions all the time. We can send her videos all the time. We can get her feedback all the time, and not just with her, but with everybody within the group. And so, I mean, if you're a solopreneur and entrepreneur, I mean, like having her in and this whole system in your back pocket is just truly invaluable.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to give the feedback. The goal of doing these case studies is that people get to see what it's like for us to interact, because that's how it will feel for them. And then to just hear from you what you've actually gotten from it, because my goal is always to attract the right people into the community. And, you're one of those. Like, I love watching you. You make my eyes fill up with tears a lot. You just have like such a big heart. It really is. It's like so fun to watch. And I look forward to every year seeing what happens for you. And just as you let yourself be bolder and give
Yeah.
yourself more permission, it's like, oh, the sky's the limit. I love
Yeah.
it. So thank you for
Very
being
exciting.
here.
Thank you. I appreciate all your help.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for watching, everyone. The description is in the video below. And so just click on the link if you want to chat with me and find out if it's a good fit for you to come hang out with us in the Inner Power Entrepreneur Group Coaching Program.